Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trina Talks. My name is Corwin Allen.
My name is Ben. I'm also a guest.
And I'm Valentina. And I'm Trina. Corwin is taking a brief intermission to get a drink
Sorry,
of
I'm just a
water.
little thirsty.
The wah is important. Okay, Corwin, you want to start us off with one of the questions?
Well, you asked me one question. You said, "Do you think of yourself as a human being or human doing?" So, what do you mean by that question again?
Okay, human being is like you're kind of just like existing, but human doing is like you feel like you're living your life.
Well,
Type of shit.
kind of right now, it's like human being for the most part, because it feels like a lot of this stuff is like you're kind of just going through the motions right now. Like if this was a show, like this would be definitely like a filler area in my life. It's just kind of like I'm just waiting on a lot of things for me, like waiting for my arm to be healthy to go back to baseball. In the middle of doing schoolwork, lots of tedious homework that I've been doing. I'm still doing fine, but I'm just waiting for that to get past that part so I can start actually doing exciting things. So.
Oh, it's Ben's turn.
Transition. What does living in the moment mean to me? That's a good question. I don't know, just saying yes to your opportunities that you get to do things. Just deciding to do things instead of deciding not to do things.
I like it.
What about you, Corwin?
Well, for me, every time you guys look at me, you're laughing or something.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Well, for me, for sure, living in the moment for me is just noticing the small things, like appreciating what you have now. We're so busy nowadays because it's just, especially college students, we're so about like meeting deadlines, focusing on work, all that stuff. Sometimes, like, just take a step back for half a second and just like look around and be like, okay, like what's going on? It's sometimes we get caught up in this habit of just constantly looking and living for the future when, we could just take a step back, like I said, and look at what we have now, honestly.
Valentina. Right now, I think it's like appreciating the people that is surrounding me. I've learned to do that in college because right now that I don't have my family or anyone like I would like feel like they're like my comfort person or whatever. I learned to like not look for my comfort person, but more like my comfort zone or place, and that includes like more than like one person. And I think that's really cool. And right now, I feel like that's my live in the moment type of shit. Type of shit. Yeah. What about you? W. Greg.
You thought of the question. I feel like you
I
should have an
did.
answer to this
I didn't have an
already.
answer though. It wasn't meant for me. Probably like kind of what Ben said, like saying yes to things. Just like living every day like it could be like your last day.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
that's a valid
because
way
some
to
people
do
like
stuff.
I don't know, like the people that wait for the weekends to do fun things or stuff like that. But like you can do fun things during the week. The risky stuff is everywhere, in like at any time. Just like talking to new people is risky. Like you never know what you're gonna find like in each person, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's just interesting how like we as people just kind of behave towards people depending on other people, depending on how well we know them. Like I'm not going to act the same way around you guys as like some person that I'm like kind of like an acquaintance where yeah, I know them, but they're just like in my class and I don't really know them like that. So it's just, I think it's cool, that whole dynamic of each person's like an individual story that they have, that they've their life experiences, what they believe in, all that stuff, and just how it determines the way they live and make decisions every day.
Oh no, I don't want to answer to this. Most memorable piece of life advice received.
I guess one of them is really simple. It's like, I think probably just not selling yourself short, which is like a less corny way of saying believe in yourself, basically. But, having confidence is kind of an important aspect of succeeding. So that's kind of what I think. It's just don't sell yourself short. You're capable of a lot more than you really think you are.
Wow, deep.
Ben?
Sometimes it's just not your fault. I think it's kind of a weird one because it's not really like obvious, but it's just like I think sometimes people need to hear that like sometimes you can't do certain things from certain situations, stuff like that. Like it's not always your fault. I mean, it applies to like relationships and everything. Like sometimes you just can't control things from happening in ways that they might develop, and you can't hold yourself to a standard when you aren't actually meeting that standard in real life and blame yourself for it.
I'd say like surround yourself with people who's like home. I think that's hard to find, but it's always a good thing to do. Sometimes you are the people that you surround yourself with.
True.
Cause yeah, mine is something that my dad told me, which is like don't let the fear of something strike you out. Because I feel like, especially me, like I get scared of doing a lot of stuff. But then like you just have to remember it's not that big. I feel like you can do actually anything.
Sometimes you just have to, like, the hardest part is just like pulling the trigger and just going.
Exactly, you just gotta go for
Once
it.
you get going, though, you'll be fine.
Favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie?
Yeah.
Like, do we count Pixar as well, or
Yeah.
Disney Pixar? Ooh, I don't know. Ben, do you know? Because I'm going to have to think about this.
Definitely Wally. 100% Wally.
Oh, Wally's
Yeah,
cute.
that's very valid.
Or The Incredibles.
Eva. No, Wally's up there for sure. I like Toy Story as well, but I think though my top one, well, I definitely separate Pixar and just normal Disney movies. Like if I'm talking about like Disney, like Disney princess movies and stuff, I'm probably thinking like I really like Brave, but for Pixar, I'd probably say either Finding Nemo or Cars. Cars is pretty good too.
Oh, I love Cars.
It's pretty close between Finding Nemo and Cars. Monsters University is really good too.
Well, I got two, and I'm gonna be really basic with that one. But like High School Musical, I grew up with that one. I love High School Musical, and I know every single song by heart. So
I hate musicals.
you hate musicals?
Hate them.
Oh my
I
gosh.
hate musicals. I can't stand them.
I love them.
Like I'll watch them, but I'm not gonna ever be like, "Hey guys, let's watch a musical." If we have any choice of any other kind of movie, I'd probably prefer anything over a musical. I don't know.
Wow, hater.
It's like sometimes cringe me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it can be cringy if not done right.
Yeah,
Cringy.
but I feel High School Musical was really good.
Oh yeah.
It was.
Never watched a single episode. Or is it a TV show or a movie?
It's
Corwin!
a movie.
Oh,
dude, I
Corwin.
never watched
You
them.
can watch High School Musical.
Yeah,
No,
we gotta
not
watch
doing
Spence, you
that.
seen it?
I've seen it, but it's not real.
I always think it's funny in like Disney stuff or in movies in general. They portray high schoolers with like actors that are like 26.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like the average high schooler compared to what they portray in the movies as this dude that's like 6'2" and just like absolutely ripped. He's like, yeah, I'm a high schooler. He's like got a full beard.
Disney like princess movie, The Little Mermaid.
The remake or the original?
No, the original one.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm gonna be
They
honest,
They
I
need
don't
to
like
stop
that
making
movie.
remakes of stuff,
You don't like
honestly.
that movie?
No.
I like that movie because it has the singing part.
So you're
Her,
just
like,
all about the
Her
music.
little treasure is her voice. So for me, my little treasure is my voice. Like I would not show it to everyone.
That reminds me though, I really like Princess and the Frog too. That was a good one. I don't know what it is about it. Just like I
That
remember,
movie kind of stresses me out.
it freaks you out,
It stresses me out.
stresses you out.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
Really like Monsters Inc. too.
I
love Monsters, Inc.
I love Monsters.
I love
Inc.
Monsters.
Oh, you guys know Ice Age? I don't know if that's not a Disney
Yes.
movie, but dude, when I was little, they used to say I looked like the baby from Ice Age. No, actually, yeah, I used to. Yeah, but I was like, I didn't see it when I was younger, but now that I look back, I was like, shit, I really did look like the baby from Ice Age. Now I look
That's
like the dad
funny.
from Ice Age.
Do you love or hate Randall? Purple one?
Oh, Randall, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who you were talking about first. I was like, who's Randall?
Do you love or hate him?
I think his whole camouflage thing's pretty neat. I think he's funny though. I think he's pretty
I
funny.
think he's funny too.
I think it's always funny, Ben. You know how he's always sitting there going like this and like looking around and squinting. He did that the entire first movie, and they never explained why. It was probably like just to make him look more like a villain or something. But then in the beginning of Monsters University, which is the prequel, you'll notice that he's all friendly at first with Mike, and he's wearing glasses.
Yes,
And-
he's just blind. Like Trina.
Yeah, I
And-
am kind of blind. Okay.
Yeah.
I need glasses.
But so like how he's looking around at the beginning, and then like he goes invisible when he gets scared, and then like Mike's like, "Oh, that was amazing," but lose the glasses, it kind of ruins it because it sticks on his head.
Yeah.
And so he
that's
like takes off the
true.
glasses, and then he's like, "Huh?" And he's like looking around and doing what he did in the first movie, where he's just like kind of squinting his eyes, looking around. That's because he needs glasses. But he doesn't wear them because
Yeah.
it gives him away. So I thought that was funny.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, that's true.
Welcome to the Himalayas from
No,
Monsters
you know what's a
Inc.
good movie?
You know what I'm talking about from Monsters Inc. Yeah.
Tangled.
Tangle.
Tangled.
Do you want to sing, Corbin?
Do I want to sing?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, sing
I
for
can't
us.
sing right. I'm congested. I have a deviate septum. I
Tangled
can't sing.
song.
Sing Tangled.
I forget the lyrics already.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
You know the lyrics.
Sing it, Corwin.
That's all. That's the only part I know. I
That's
forget the
okay,
rest
go
of
for
it.
it.
No.
Wow. That was a fast
And I
rejection.
brush and brush and I brush my
Yeah.
hand. Will my life begin? What was like the first Disney movie you guys even watched like as a kid? Because I remember my first one. I'm pretty sure was like I'm pretty sure mine was Cars. Yeah.
Probably Hannah Montana.
Oh my god, Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Monsters House?
Monster House.
I hate that movie, but I used to be obsessed with it. Like I used to watch it every day. I'm not kidding. And then now I hate it. It's so scary to me.
Dude, I remember. Did you guys like growing up? Did you ever read any of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series?
Yes.
I read, dude, I was obsessed. Legit, I don't think I've ever read more in one sitting than I used to to as a kid because like I was a big reader as a kid. I'm not as big of a reader now, but I still read. When I was a kid, dude, I read one entire diary. I got it on Christmas morning. I got a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book on Christmas morning. I think it was like number 8 or something, like Cabin Fever or something like that. And I actually went upstairs in my bunk bed. I went to the top bunk, went under my blanket with a flashlight and my book, and I read the entire book in one night. It was like 280 pages or something. I read all of it. Granted, most were pictures, but still, like, there's a decent chunk of reading right there, I feel like.
Definitely. And that's like a movie thing with the flashlight under the blanket.
Yeah.
Dude, if like you told me to do that nowadays, I couldn't do it. I'd read like 30 pages and just fall asleep. That's that's another thing. Do you guys notice that like you just don't have as much energy as you used to as a kid? Like I remember as a kid, I'd do like shit all day, and then I'd come home and like shower and like.
You're
But-
just 20.
But legit, like I used to like go outside and like play baseball all day, run around for hours, come home, shower, and then I'd play video games with my friends till like 2 a.m. And also, that's another thing with high school. I don't get how I woke up every single day for high school and went through like what was 6 or 7 hours of classes. Dude, I can barely make it through like one class now, and I have to go take a nap,
That's
bro.
literally me.
Like, dude, I don't know like what happened. Like when I was younger, I would work out after school, do all this stuff, and then now like I'm exhausted and my day's not even half over yet. It's
Yeah.
like
that.
2-3 hours and you're dead.
no, and then like nowadays, if I lift like after classes, like I'm out of commission for the rest of the day. Like I'm going to bed at like 7 p.m. Like it's I don't know, I don't get it.
Well, classes are harder here.
They are harder, yes, but at the same time, like I guess that's a fair point. But do you think like them being harder really makes it that much more tiring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, it's like we live on campus, so
yeah, you gotta walk.
no, I was
Oh.
gonna say like you spend the night with your friends and like go to bed like really late.
Yeah,
As a kid, like you didn't actually do that, so
true.
yeah.
Well, you did, but the thing is that since you're a kid, everyone is on the exact same schedule. In college, nobody's on the same schedule.
Exactly.
Like for the most part. So that's why I think it's so interesting because like when you get to college, you really find out whether or not you're like an early bird or a night owl.
Mhm.
I'm definitely the latter. I like staying up late.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately,
me
I have 8
too.
a.m.s every single day.
I'm 100% a night owl. I love to be up at night, and I hate to wake up early.
I don't like getting up if it's before the sun. If I'm up before the sun is up, then I don't think I should be up. But that doesn't matter when I have to wake up at 5 for baseball practice at 6 in the winter. So, you know, that's just
wrong.
hell.
I don't like to go to bed when it's right outside.
When
yeah.
you know when the sun's still up and well okay I
Yeah.
would say that, but like I nap all the time when the sun's still up.
No,
So
no. Like when you don't sleep the whole night.
true. Yeah, I
Like
get
when
it.
we were like talking,
Oh yeah.
like FaceTiming and stuff, and the sun would like go
Oh, you would
out.
literally watch like the sunrise with me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like-
you're staying up real late then.
yeah, we stayed
Yeah.
till like 5 and 6 and stuff.
Ew,
Exactly. So-
that's pretty
and, like,
late.
and she would, like, and she would like go to bed. She was like, I don't care, I'm gonna go to bed. I wouldn't. No, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
I
I need darkness.
I don't.
yeah. For me though, like even when I do nap, I try and make my room okay. So like when you guys sleep, do you like have any like external light at all, or do you like try and make your room as dark as
As
possible?
dark as I can. I need darkness.
Like
I don't really care.
no, I definitely like if I could, I would sleep in like absolute pitch black. Yes, it depends though because at home there's an exception because I have a lava lamp and I like stare at my lava lamp to help me fall asleep. As weird as that sounds, it's a little bit brighter, but it's like still pretty dim. It's pretty dark in my room, but I like the lava lamps and stuff. Other than that, like I prefer to have pitch black.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on to the next subject?
What even was that subject?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's what I just slowly devolves into something else. But
Oh wait, do you want to talk about the nightmare?
I have nightmares all night. I mean, every night because I don't know, my anxiety just makes it bad. I quite literally have nightmares every night,
Every single night.
every single night. I promise.
That's crazy.
Do you remember them?
Yeah, some of them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Other times I'll wake up in a cold sweat, but some like I have really weird, vivid nightmares, like extremely weird and vivid.
Do you have nightmares, Ben?
Yeah.
Is it that often? Like Corwin?
Yeah, pretty often. Yeah. I don't really remember my dreams when I smoke though.
I think that's so frustrating that you cannot remember the whole thing. I wish I like
I prefer it.
Okay,
Because if I have nightmares, I don't want to remember it.
my dreams are weird, but not that weird
Not that weird.
or scary.
It's
just-
weird dreams though.
I have weird dreams, but they're not like nightmares.
It's like realistic weird.
Yeah.
Like it could happen, but they're weird.
yeah,
Like it wouldn't happen, but it could.
and sometimes they happen.
yeah.
It's so weird, actually. Maybe that's why I want to like remember the whole thing.
Because it could actually happen.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't really remember my dreams so much.
Not gonna lie, the melatonin's helped me sleep.
No, yeah, it does. They're just like really crazy. Like they're messed up too sometimes. Like extremely detailed. Like it feels like it's one of those dreams where like I'm used to it now because I have them so often. But it feels like exactly like I cannot differentiate between that and real life sometimes. Still can occasionally lucid dream. Can you lucid dream?
I was gonna talk about that. Have you ever had a lucid dream?
Like I taught myself when I was younger how to do it. Believe it or not.
What is that?
It's where you can control your dreams and stuff. It's where it's basically in your dreams where you're like, oh, I realize I'm dreaming. And then you can start to change your own dream from there. It basically becomes like your imagination. You know what I'm saying?
Heck?
Have you never heard of that?
I guess I've heard like the words, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's where you can control your dreams, do whatever you want.
That'd be sick.
It is cool.
You cannot like get out of it like easily, right?
Well,
No.
I guess, but I'd rather have that because I feel like when I like have like lucid dreams, like I feel more refreshed when I wake up. You know what I mean? As much as I hate like the nightmares, it like when I'm having a nightmare, I know that I'm in deep sleep. Not really. I'm pretty sure it happens mostly in REM sleep. Like if you think about it, dreams are literally just the brain running simulations to prepare yourself for like real life.
Oh my god.
That sounds scary.
It sounds
Spooky
terrifying.
stuff.
Spooky
It's
season.
simulating some interesting stuff.
Sometimes your brain can do really weird stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. You're prepared for the day. For me, it's more like a maybe this is gonna happen.
Wait, do you guys ever have dreams and then like you see like the exact same thing happens like a week later and you're just like, I dreamed about this?
Yes.
Like it's called
It's like
deja vu.
it's like a normal like random activity.
No, it's like
some
literally
normal
something
shit.
completely random. It'll just be like me walking down a hall and it'll be like someone will say hi to me, I'll say hi back, and I'll have that dream.
Yeah.
And like a week later I'll recognize it happening. But
Deja
there's been
vu.
some
Deja
really
vu.
there's been some really weird instances I've had of deja vu where like I had a dream like 2 years prior to it of me like talking to someone and then like all of a sudden it happens like holy shit, I had a dream about this like 2
Yeah.
whole years ago.
Like I really lived this. Like
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I've seen this exact thing
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like one of them was actually when I like got to campus. I had a dream about it like sophomore year in high school. I had like a very brief dream about me being here like my freshman year for like the moment that I remembered was like 3 seconds, if that. But then like I remembered it was just me like walking down the sidewalk. I was like, oh my god, I dreamed about this like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
I've had that, but not like 2 years. I feel
The
like
door.
usually, like a day.
Hooray! Ben, are you leaving us? Okay. Yeah, the dude came up and locked it. We're recording a podcast. He just kind of kicked out the door stop.
Casually. Get casually recording. NDH.
Your house, just believe.
Anywho.
Ooh.
Why does Antonio do that so much? The ooh thing.
Ooh. Did you get it from Gavin?
I don't know.
Should I be a voice actor, guys?
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Oh my god. Can you do the Perry the Platypus?
That was perfect.
Lady the Platypus. Did you watch Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah. You know what? I never watched it because I thought was like really kind of weird. Jimmy Neutron.
I totally get that because the animation is super weird.
Yeah.
Like the animation did not the actual shows like what's it called? I guess like dialogue, like the actual like way they talked and like the jokes are pretty funny. It's just the animation made it like really weird to watch sometimes. The actual like humor was pretty funny in my opinion. Did you guys have a favorite Nickelodeon like cartoon that you watched?
Cartoon.
Oh my god. I didn't really watch the cartoons that much.
The Pokemon. That's Cartoon Network
Occasionally.
though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes they would have it on Nickelodeon. They would have like late night reruns or some shit.
I know that 'cause I
Like
watched
Adult
it,
Swim
but you
stuff.
don't.
No, that was on Cartoon Network.
So there was a
You have
point
favorite
where
cartoon?
Nick at Night.
I don't
did,
really
did
watch
Cartoon
cartoons
Network
that
ever
much.
like do some sort of deal with Nickelodeon? Or
I don't think so. I do know.
it might have just been with the animators.
I know at Nick at Night though they like showed like old like 90s and early 2000s like. No, I remember one of the best shows I ever watched on Nickelodeon was Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was pretty good. You guys you didn't watch it?
I've seen like half an episode.
You've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No. I've seen
Watch
the
it.
movie.
It's actually a really
Like-
good. Have you watched it?
I watched like the first.
Dude, you guys have to watch
I've
it.
watched like episodes, but like
No, like actually,
the
it's
full
such a
thing.
good series. It's actually such a good series. I also like Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, I did watch that.
I get a lot of I get a lot of my humor from Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents, and
okay, no, I love that one.
there's one clip I always remember when I think of Cosmo. The good news is I found my nickel, and he's like, "What's the bad news? It's a girl nickel," or something like that. And it's just like this stupid, like doesn't even make sense kind of humor, and for whatever reason, my brain latched onto that and was like, "Yeah, that's who I'm gonna be." Fairly Odd Parents was pretty good. I mean, there's SpongeBob, but everyone watched SpongeBob.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's an
SpongeBob.
obvious one.
SpongeBob. There's so many iconic episodes, and like SpongeBob is the most like pop culture and like most memeable show there ever was. Like you can just think of like popular memes and like pop culture stuff, and I guarantee you'll see like at least 10 different SpongeBob episodes
Oh heck
pop up.
yeah, it is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You want to know why SpongeBob and Patrick are so stupid?
Why?
Because they're the few characters on that show that don't have a brain. Sponges don't have brains, and starfish don't have brains. That's my theory. That's why Squidward's like kind of smart, because he has his brain.
Do you guys ever watch like the SpongeBob movie? Or like there was
That's
like,
a
the guy on the
legendary
motorcycle?
movie.
That used to scare me.
City.
This is scary.
I used to be scared for SpongeBob.
Did you get scared of the one episode where the butterfly lands on his helmet and it like zooms in of the actual butterfly? Do you remember? What I'm
I
talking-
think so, like the real life
Or, like,
butterfly.
goes to a regular picture or whatever.
Yeah, no, it goes into a really
Yeah.
it goes into a really zoomed up picture of like a butterfly's like face. I remember seeing that as a kid. I'm like, oh my god. I remember my sister like started screaming. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, there we go.
My bad. You seafood fucks me up. Sorry. Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Am I allowed? Fuck.
I really love Amazing World of Gumball, because Amazing World of Gumball is basically like a
Never seen it.
child friend. It's basically like a child-friendly version of South Park, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is that like a fair like assessment of it? Amazing
Yeah.
World of Gumball is hilarious.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Dude, you have not seen a lot of these shows.
I
It's so no,
know.
you should actually. It doesn't really start getting good. Like they didn't start actually doing like really funny stuff until like a few seasons in. Do you guys like Marvel or DC better?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, for me, like DC shows are better, but Marvel movies are better.
Okay, that might be true actually.
Like, okay, so think about it, like Marvel and DC have like the exact same character trope, except they're different characters. Like Batman's equivalent in the Marvel universe is like Iron Man, really smart, like genius guy that has no actual powers but is still a superhero. Marvel is. I told you I'm congested.
I just know that Spider-Man is my favorite.
Oh, I love Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire,
Every single movie.
Andrew Garfield.
Tom
Tom
and
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's hot.
Hot.
He looks like he's 12.
Hot.
Whoa.
Hot. We can make a part 2, yeah.
Yeah.
We can make a part 2.
Yeah.
I'll shut the fuck up then.
Type of shit.
Honestly, do you
We should have a type of shit like.
do you have like
counter.
outros and stuff?
I have outro music.
Fire. We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2. I know. Yeah. Oh, we should talk about that next time, because I remember iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh.
And Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Isn't it crazy like how they don't like each other anymore?
And then one went to jail.
Wait, which one did? Was it Drake or Josh?
Drake. Drake.
Was it Drake or Josh?
I like Zoe 101.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
yes.
yeah. I'm rewatching that right now.
They're all hot.
Oh.
Dan Schneider's kind of weird though. He was producer for like
Yeah.
all of that like early Nickelodeon. He was kind of like
He's
weird.
kind of a creep.
He kind of was a creep.
Yeah.
But the shows.
Shows were pretty good. They're
Yeah.
all pretty good. My favorite one though, like
Amari.
arr,
Ah.
arr,
Amari,
What
want
was
to say
it?
hi to the podcast?
doing a podcast.
Hello, we lost 2-0.
Oh.
Arr.
Next time.
Yeah,
Alright.
you'll get it next time. All right, shall we sign it out?
3,
2, 1. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That was so out of sync, but